My name is Bernard LaFayette Jr. When we took over the Freedom Rides, that's what we did. John Lewis was a spokesman for the first group, and so we wanted to have a backup group. I was spokesman for the second group, because they knew that no matter what happened to the first group, I was going to bring the second group, and I did. As we got into the city limits of Montgomery, became very curious and very quiet. So when we arrived at the bus station, we were expecting rides to be there for us, people in cars, okay? And there was only one cab driver, black cab driver there. So I thought somebody should live to, tell what happened. So I told the girls, who were with us, to get in the cab. There was only one cab, black cab driver. I said, get in the cab and get out of here as quickly as possible. Those girls got in that cab driver jumped out, shaking like a leaf. I said, man, get back in that cab and get out of here. A mob is going to, come after us. And he said, I can't take them. I said, what you mean you can't take them? He was referring to the white girls. He wasn't afraid of the mob, but he knew it was sure death if he would take those white girls in his cab. And then I'd say, well, the Negroes, and as we called each other in those days, get in the cab and get out of here. Somebody got to tell what happened. And I was trying to be strategic. And I remember it was Catherine Burt. Her name is Catherine Brooks now. She was with us in the sit-ins in Nashville and everything else. She got out of the cab and put her hand on her hip. She said, do you think we're gonna get in the cab and leave y'all here? I said, look, it's no time to argue. Get in the cab. She said, I'm not getting in no cab, leaving y'all here. So my little efforts didn't, work. So I said, well, let's all join hands and sing We Shall Overcome. That's what you do when you don't know what to do. So that's what we did. So when they waded in on us, the mob, that is, we were singing We Shall Overcome. And they started beating us up and kicking us, and they beat Jim's Word and knocked him over the rail out there where the buses come in. John Lewis, they hit him in the head with a Coca-Cola crate, and the metal fasteners on the end of the crate, thing that left a huge scar in his head. They came after me, and they tried to kick me in a certain place, and I went down to protect myself, and I ended up with 3 cracked ribs. But the thing that really motivated me when I went to the hospital was William Barbee, and he was all bandaged up, broken up. And he looked at me and he said, good bruh, when are we going to Jackson? That was the next stop on the Freedom Rides, Jackson, Mississippi. He couldn't go anywhere. So if there was any question at all about whether we were going to Jackson, Mississippi, the question was answered right there. We're going. Because that's the whole idea of a movement. You keep moving no matter what happens.